Alright, so what I'm going to do is essentially Frankenstein one broken DS into another one. The problems with this one is, well, one, it's a little scratched up. Second, the screen's really disgusting, as well as the top. The buttons don't really feel too nice. Power buttons really bad to touch. Triggers are alright, and you can see the back's taped up, so there's no actual back tour on it. The other one, really good condition, buttons are really good. The only downside is it doesn't read games, so I'm going to get the main board from this one and pop it into this one instead, because everything's perfectly fine except for the game reading. So guess I'll get on that first. I'll open up this one and get the part out. And another thing is I do have this, which will help me keep track of my parts. See if I can actually cut some of this tape first, because that's getting a bit annoying. And again, it doesn't really matter what I'm going to do to the case on this one, because that's just going to be junked. But good thing is I'll get an extra battery out of it just in case. So there's a hidden screw underneath this part. One's already exposed because again it's not really in good condition. But just underneath that. Also there's another hidden screw, well not hidden but very small screw here. It's a lot different compared to the others, so I'll actually put that in its own separate tray. That should actually be all of this. Nope, one more. Okay. Now this part here is the connector for the trigger buttons, the SD card, and for the battery to get in. We are not really in the best condition. That's just for the LEDs, which are in this part here. Should easily pop out, but at this point I don't really care about this bit. It's not really going to be used, so I'll just pop it out for the sake of it, and it dropped on the floor. But again, I don't really need this part. I guess I could keep it for, spare buttons. Okay, so this is the only part I need. Everything else can be spares and repair, if in case I need any other parts, but I doubt I will. So this can actually be put on the side. Now, should keep that one in there. Now I've got the other half of the ring to get this one opened up and replace that part. So I'll keep this up here. Right now, here's the other broken one. You can kind of see, kind of just broke off on the solder there. So, oh well. This is going to be another spare part possibly. Not too sure what I'll use it for, but I guess we'll see. So, here's the other motherboard. I can just place that one on top. Make sure this cable route's fine. Actually, before I do that, I'll plug one of these up. Alright, so now that I've got that board in, just going to screw it back in. So hopefully it should work. Again, this is the DS with the working game card now, and it should have a really nice sort of shell to it, as well as not having like really bad buttons. So right, I'm gonna screw the battery pot back in, and before I put on the back case, I'll give it a quick test with the battery pressed up against it, just to see if it at least boots up, because that's the main thing, and that the display is all good to go. Actually, screws are really tiny. Okay, so that should be all of the parts I technically need. So what I'll do is I'll just get the battery, press it up against here, and hopefully right, let's see. Okay, that's plugged in. Oh, yep, it's definitely booting on, it's just I'm not holding it right. Yep, screens look perfectly fine. Can't really press the buttons again because nothing's really squeezing up against it. But yeah, I can somewhat do it. Yep, saying that because I technically don't even have any SD thing connected in. Right. So at least we know that works. So that means I can actually pop everything back together. Okay, and I'll use one of the parts from the other one. Ooh, well, I think I actually broke that off now. I'll just pop one in. And again, that really wasn't even good quality for this one because you can see it just popped right off. So whatever they did to this previous DSi is not get the good DSi, and it's good battery as well. Plop that in. And that should be it. And just to at least test the function of it, just going to get a DS game and plug that in. Okay, so I'll go for Mario Kart, plug that in, and there we are. We're ready and working.